Hello, everybody.
The streets have been on fire when it comes to Keyshia Cole and Ashanti in the Verzuz. Keyshia Cole decided to come online and apologize for some of the things that took place. Now, before you guys come for me and say it's my internet that's all messed up, it's actually the person that is interviewing her. Now, I will say Keyshia Cole does kind of have a little bit of a funky attitude. I do love KC, but she does have a little bit of a funky attitude. She's also very blunt, so sometimes that also can come across as being a little bit rude. You will see some highlights of shady moments, as well as a throwback interview where Keyshia Cole was throwing shade at Ashanti. And while I don't think that the ladies hate each other, I definitely do not think that they are BFFs. When you finish watching this video, let me know at the bottom, what do you think? Do you think the ladies really like each other? Or do you think there is and always has been some beef going on?
I want to have a conversation. I want to talk about a few things today.
What's happening?
What's the dealio?
What's happening?
Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know, we up on this thing.
We up on this. Got to just talk to the people and just. I have some questions that, as you know, I wanted to be there for the verses. Everybody was hitting me like, "Yo, Elijah, are you there with your sister? What's going on?" I was in my doing some Ross. So when I was all the comments of sending me clips like, "Why she got an attitude?" What the first thing I did was I was stepping off to the side.
Well,
like,
before we talk about any of that,
okay,
before we get into the attitude or whatever that vibe is or whatever it was, right?
Right.
I want to say to my fans and to people that watched, right? I know people are still coming in. The numbers are going up and stuff like that. So I wanted to get as many people as I could.
Make sure they know 6 million viewers, the most verses of all time, by the way.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of people. They said it was the highest rated verses or whatever, which I really do appreciate. And it was a lot of people. I was like nervous about that, to say the least.
Yeah.
But more so than anything, I want to apologize for not sitting my ass in that seat. Okay? Because I was there and I should have sat down. I should have just sat in the seat, no matter if I felt like, you know, the visual wasn't clear, or, you know, they said my music wasn't going to be right or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I think that more so than anything, people wanted me to sit. Be present, even though they didn't know that I was present.
Right.
But
why it might have appeared that you weren't present, though? What was going on behind? Because I want people, and even with what was going on behind, there's so many components that come into play that, you know, the average person is not aware of. There's
respect, but you may not necessarily like. Let's approach it like that. Who amongst your peers right now, and that there's many people out there that you respect?
I respect. I wouldn't necessarily say don't like, though. See.
Okay. Ashanti. Damn, her eyes just lit up. Wow, what's going on here, girl?
Yeah, please.
She's a nice songwriter.
Okay.
They got to get the make sure the sound, and you're going back and forth with the audio. Myself, am I hearing too much of the DJ? Am I hearing more of my people? Can you please explain to people that why you might be sitting off to the side when the thing started, but you couldn't come into frame? And in terms of branding,
well, I just felt like when I was sitting there, and I'm really thankful that OT was there. I want to give a shout out to OT Genesis, because when I was literally in the back and I was, you know, putting on my last touches or whatever, and I'm looking at the video from back, you know, like in my dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
We did it at the studio, and I said, why does my picture look so dark?
Right.
And so soon as that happened, OT came back and said, you know, they got to fix like the internet connection, because you're going to be experiencing another situation. Right. You know, like when Teddy Riley went, you know, and it was like the picture wasn't clear, the visual wasn't clear, you know, the sound wasn't good. So I was really skeptical about that.
So I get to start it off.
No, you just started.
No. I didn't start. Let's go into
yes,
that.
You did. Didn't you go with I should have cheated? You started first.
That's why I'm about to start again.
No, you're not.
Okay, let's play. Nigga, you just ended it. What you mean? I'm not about to start again.
Because you started first, right? When
Exactly.
we switched.
That's why I got to start again.
Start,
Because
right?
you just ended it when I told you I wanted to start with having sent with you.
But you went to number 11.
I did.
It's 10. Yeah, you did.
Wait.
10. Let's go. Instagram gonna cut us off.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Skeptical about that. I was just like, I don't want to go on and they not see me, and I'm looking blurry. The connection is not right and everything like that. I said, y'all need to fix that first, and then I'm gonna go out there. And then it turned into a thing where it was like, okay, well, the sound that we had originally discussed was gonna be, you know, the sound. They said that they couldn't have that sound anymore, so I had to use some, you know, Beats by Dre headphones, and I was just like, that's just like going on stage and you got to use some, you know, like a little ear pod or whatever. And I was just like, okay, that ain't gonna be right. But I was like, forget it. I said, just let me go ahead, you know, and give me the ear pods, and then I'm gonna just go on like that. Can y'all hear me?
Hey.
Can I see me bigger, please?
Thank you.
Ashanti,
Sis.
can you hear me?
KC. I can hear you, mommy.
That's lit. That's lit. That's lit. And then I went on and yeah, I was you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm, you know, I'm Keyshia Cole. I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, people know that I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, that's just the bottom line. That's the type of person I am. Finally here. I don't know who's all attending because at this point we running way too behind. But you look beautiful.
You look beautiful too.
You look absolutely amazing.
You look absolutely amazing.
Okay, cut
too.
Ashanti up just a little bit, please.
Right.
But once I got there and I sat in the seat and we said we was, you know, I just wanted to hurry up and start. And it wasn't until like the third song where I had to pull back and say, you know what? Let me say, you know what I'm saying? That I apologize for this or whatever. And I said, you know, thank y'all for coming and thanking y'all for being a part of it. And it's the third time that this is happening, you know what I'm saying? And all that, like, so finally we're here and we're in the groove. And then people was like saying that I hear that they think that I was like sauced up. Like, people think that I was like taking shots the whole time.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not true. Like, I don't even, like, that's a known fact that you can't really be sauced up while you're trying to sing and hit notes.
Right.
So it wasn't until the end of the, like, you know what I'm saying, show where I was like, let me get a couple, you know, let me get a shot. Let me get a couple shots at the end when it was time to have a good time at that point. I felt like, you know.
But just from us talking prior to, so you weren't feeling well. So I already knew that, you know, even though it might have appeared to everybody, you was really just drinking tea to get through the shit.
Yeah, I don't even think that, like, me, whatever, you know, my health issue is, I don't even think that, you know, that has anything to do with anything. Honestly, I don't really think, you know, I don't really think that has, I don't really think it plays any major part on what's going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I still showed up to do the show. It wasn't nothing about, you know, my immediate friends and my immediate family and Verzuz and people that were like, you know, a part of the situation knows what's going on. But other than that, it wasn't, I don't think it had really any significance on what actually transpired and took place. So.
See, can you hear me?
Wait a minute. Yeah, so I get to start it off.
No, you just started.
No. I didn't start. Let's go into
Yes,
that.
you did. Didn't you go with I should have cheated? Yeah. You started first.
That's why I'm about to start again.
Right here, if you notice, Keyshia is also showing lots of cleavage. I'm sure the men don't mind, but she's absolutely showing a lot of cleavage. Now, as you can see her with the cup all the time, this is why a lot of people were assuming that she was drunk. And I will admit, she did pretty much have a stank attitude, while Ashanti remained very classy.
Right. Because everybody kept saying, like, yo, your sister, is she all right? You know, she's human. I don't think people expect Keyshia Cole to be nervous. I'm just like, to me, if I'm being honest, it looked like you just were a little nervous. And
I was so nervous. You don't even know when I first went on. Oh my God, I was shaking.
Yeah.
I was like nervous. I was like, But I always get nervous. Like no matter what show I do, like if I did a million shows, and literally every show that I ever have, when I first go out, I'm always nervous. Like that's not even like I'm not shocked at myself for being.
Let me move the mic in a little too.
So what's going on? How we about to get this? How we about to get this G thing started?
Listen, let's start it. They ready. Start it off, KC. I've been warming
Hell
them up.
no. We already said you was getting the
Listen.
start off.
I've been warming them up. I've
Not
been
a problem.
holding
Let's
down
start
the
with I
seat-
changed my mind. Let's
seat
go.
ready.
Yeah, so I'm glad we get to clear it up because I know that as human, like you're still human, even though you're a celebrity. And you
Yeah, they said they could tell I was nervous. Like the first 3 songs, I know y'all know I was nervous. Like I kept asking them too. I was like, "Do I look nervous?" They was like, "No, you fine, you fine." I'm like, "Are y'all sure?" It's like, "Girl, you're fine. Relax." I was like, "All right."
Stunning, and I'm just glad that like you pulled up because you know there were so many things that you're dealing with that you could have canceled, but you didn't. I just want to say that as your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know what goes on behind it. And there were so many reasons why you canceled. And the good of the verses and for the good of what was happening with everybody, thugged it out. And that's always known you to be that person to just, no matter what, 10 toes down, you just don't pull up. I feel sorry for you that because of that, because you put yourself in that predicament, that you're dealing with a lot of the backlash.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
If asking a stupid question was a person, you're acting like social media is not eating you up.
I really mean that just from our conversations. I don't know how far we go, but just in case, just in terms of there a lot of reasons why people have canceled before. You were dealing with some of those things and you didn't cancel. And a lot of people, I feel like we have to be empathetic and we have to be sympathetic towards artists and what it takes to go out there to the forefront, and just how we gotta wear our heart on our sleeve. You wear your heart on the sleeve so easy.
They said you need to fix your mic because they can't really hear you.
Oh, they can't hear me?
I mean, I can hear you. It just sounds like you keep going in and out. Like that was gonna be the connection I would have had at the Verzuz battle.
Yeah.
That would have been exactly what it was.
That with the music.
I was not about to have that, bro. I was like, no, we're gonna fix this connection vibe because.
And if I'm not, is it not true that OT had to come and fix the Wi-Fi?
No, yeah, he definitely said, he was like, man, nah, you're not going out like that. We got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure the connection is right. We can't have that. And I was like, that is so cool. Like that was what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people was, you know, maybe, but you know, for him to apologize and us to work it out, and we, you know, we both apologize. Like it's all good. Like it's not. Nobody want to focus on hate and not liking one another for 2021. It's just, I mean, you know, it's certain people that you just can't get along with, but then there's certain people that it's good. Like we on good energy, we good with positivity, we all good. So that's all I really wanted to come on here and say, because I think they deserve for me to say that I should have set my butt in that seat, and I should have, you know, but I just really didn't want them to see what they would have saw if I would have went on when
right.
That's all.
Is there anything you want them to know, sis? Because I know at the end of the day, like you really, really did your best and wanted. I saw every time I looked up, I saw you clapping. I saw you singing Ashanti's records. I saw you with the baby. You know, when she was playing Happy, you was up there. So for me, I just need clarity. Like, what do you think that people think? Why do you feel like you were in a bad mood or whatever?
Oh, like when I first went out there, because I was still, you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I was really kind of, why do parents keep saying somebody got a booger?
It ain't me.
She get on my nerves. Like, she always got to be so petty. Like, girl, shut up, Paris. Yeah. Wait, okay. And you were sitting down. I'm confused. Oh, yeah, me too. I wanted to stand, but it just wasn't that kind of vibe, I guess. So I wanted to stand and have a, trust me, I wanted to party.
I saw you doing all of that.
I tried to do a little wide, and I was like, let me sit my ass down, girl. Sit down. Like, once I got into it, I was like, wait, it was like, all right, calm down. Yeah.
I thought you were having fun.
Well, I'm gonna get back on with you. I want to go maybe live with like maybe two people or three people before I hang up.
I'm gonna fix my in the
Yeah,
meantime.
and fix your Wi-Fi because you have a.
Oh wow, I don't know why I'm acting crazy.
Okay.
All right, I love you, sister. And
Okay, I love you too, boo. Fix your thing and then just come back.
yeah, I'm gonna just say one thing before I go.
Okay,
Yes.
but we can't barely hear you though, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna just text it to you. Goddamn it.
No, just fix your Wi-Fi. And
Let me sum it up with this. I am really glad that Keyshia did apologize. However, part of apologizing is also not just acknowledging that you were wrong, but also changing your behavior. I don't care how long she's been in the business. This was a major opportunity, and it didn't shine her in the best light. However, Ashanti was behaving like a boss, even when she had to check her a couple times, but she still checked her in a classy way because she understood this is a business. Celebrity or not, everyone should have a certain level of humility because, as I always say, the humble never stumble. Thank you so much for watching, and you will see me or hear me in my next video. Bye-bye.